Welcome to Bill Butler today and his friend Rosemary Evans from Barfield Handbell Ringers.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me in this interview for HRGB.
Right, so let's hope we can prove productive.
Of course we can. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about how you started handbell ringing, Bill?
Yes, by all means. I started handbell ringing really mainly because my sister married the son of one of the tower bell ringers at St Andrew's, Clewar in Windsor. The war was on and he was just going into the army, and unfortunately he was a couple of years before he was invalided out and took up his tower bell ringing again.
Okay.
So that's when I started tower bell ringing.
Yes.
And that was Christmas '45.
Yeah.
And we started handbell ringing.
Yeah.
Really just after Christmas, because we only rung the handbells at Christmas. We rung carols on handbells.
Yeah.
And the church bells, of course, was for the church bell ringing. So that's where I started handbells.
And how did you learn about the handbells? How did you come across them? Were they in the church where the tower bells were, or were they hiding anywhere?
It's most surprising, really, because actually what happened was that someone went round the church hall,
right,
and they looked in one of the rooms in the church hall, and found some handbells.
Wow, it's incredible.
And they said, well, where they come from?
Mm-hmm.
And so the vicar said, they must have come from the ringers.
Yes.
And so I'll go and give them to Bill.
So, do you play any other musical instruments?
Well, I only ever learned to play the piano.
Yeah.
And that was mainly because my mum, when I was about 8, decided I ought to play the piano. Because we had a piano at home, and therefore it ought to be played. So I was told I was going to play this, and I was given to this elderly lady who took me away and then gave me practices.
Yes.
Only once a week. But in the next 2 years I took 2 grades, grades 1 and 2. Yeah. I took those, and then when I was 10, the elderly lady came round to see my mum and said to me that she couldn't teach me any more. And I said to my mum, I didn't really think that she's saying she's taught me all she knows, so she can't teach me anymore. No. I think she's just trying to get rid of me. So I stopped going, and my mum let me do that. Okay. So I was 10 then. But I'd learned quite a lot of music by then.
Yes.
It's surprising how quickly I absorbed it.
Yes.
I was quite surprised myself, actually.
Okay, and that stuck with you with the handbells?
Certainly with the handbells. And once we started to ring handbells, I could read them music.
Okay.
And play them in a limited way on the piano. Okay.
And did you learn to ring by numbers as well?
Oh yes. Yeah. Most of the ringing had to be done that way, handbell ringing, because people just couldn't read music. No. And teach you all the way. It's far easier to say you've got 7 and 8. Yes. Only when it says 7 or 8. Yeah,
that's it. So it makes it all inclusive, and
of course it does.
Okay, so you learnt both methods and
I learned to do it both ways.
Okay.
But it's now not really until this century, if you like, then when people are ringing. I don't think many people are ringing by numbers now. But I don't know.
Yeah, there's a few, but then it's it's quite nice because we like to support all ways. So I mean, there's also letters. And what's your sort of favourite piece of music to ring?
I think one of the pieces I arranged for us when we started to ring was Forgotten Dreams. Yeah. Roy Anderson. Yeah. And I made an arrangement of that which took up 1 page of music.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the nicest pieces I remember playing. I can still hum it now, you know. Da 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 da.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, it's nice. I like it anyway.
Okay. And when you were first ringing in your early days, did you ring at church services? So you've got ringing on the tower bells followed by the handbells?
Yes. Generally speaking, the tower bell ringing is for the service, and handbell ringing was to entertain.
Okay.
That's what we were doing it for, really.
Yeah.
And so we were playing mostly carols. We played at Christmas.
Okay.
Because you could go along and ring the front doorbell, and then you just ring out.
And how did people take to that? It's like carols.
Very well indeed,
okay.
actually.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Did you go around the whole village, or just a little bit? Or
around the whole village.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Go back on the doors.
So, how did your family get involved with handbell ringing?
Yes, well, I was married in 1953, and I had a son in 57.
Yes.
And he actually, when he was about 10, he was playing handbells.
Okay.
So we were playing handbells at that time.
Yes.
And he learned to play as my two daughters did too.
Okay. And your wife as well?
Oh yes, she played, yes.
Yeah, okay. And then you moved to Thatcham in Berkshire in 1961.
I changed my job and I moved to Thatcham, and we went up to Belfry and St Mary's, and they welcomed us for Audrey, that's my wife, and Richard when he started and learned to ring. Yes. And so all the family learned to ring tower bells. So we played the tower bells, but they also had a set of handbells, a set of shore handbells on the wall of the belfry.
It's just hanging there on the wall.
Just hanging there.
Yes.
There's a big ball.
Okay.
With the thing you put that.
Yes.
Handbell over.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yes, and we learned to play those, and we played them at home.
Yeah.
The chap who had been the tower captain before me,
of
course I became tower captain soon after we went there.
Yeah.
He didn't like me taking the handbells out the tower.
Yes.
He let them be played in there, so I had to take the kids up the tower so they could play.
I bet they quite enjoyed that.
Oh, they did, yes.
So there were 16 of those on display on the walls, and then you acquired your own set? Okay.
Yes, I decided I was going to get some.
Yeah.
And I found going round the churches doing a tower bell ringing, you saw all these handbells in the town, and often they were there and people, had set in Thatcham Tower and sat there since 1850.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And do you think most of the churches had handbells that you went round?
That's right, because people bought them in Victorian times.
Yeah, okay. And then they led into the competition era, before the war. Okay. So your personal set that you were building up became Barfield Handbell Ringer set.
Yes, Barfield came handbell ringer for Thatcham Tower in 1965.
Yeah. Okay.
And we built up quite a big set of handbells.
Yes.
Eventually, now, I think Barfield have got 98 bells.
Oh wow, okay.
So,
and that's where Rosemary rings with you. Yes. Okay. Whereabouts do you ring in your team, Rosemary?
Oh, I like to ring the tenors.
Tenors,
Yes,
okay.
That's my favourite position.
Okay.
But that's not the big tenors, that's just the small tenors.
Yes.
Okay. So Barfield have been going for quite a number of years. Was it? You've just
They have, well,
celebrated.
since 65.
Okay.
So
So
it's over-
celebrated 50
over 50
years.
years.
Yes. Okay. And you then changed your job.
Yes, that's right, yes. I started to run training centres then
Yeah.
for people, and it's obviously led to me running a lot more church bell ringing courses,
Okay.
handbell ringing courses as well.
Right.
So I started to do a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when I
Yeah.
rang handbells.
And you took part in different rallies nationally, and
Yes,
yeah.
people liked my. I wrote a number of books, including one
Yes.
on musical handbells,
Yeah.
and books on how to ring handbells.
Yes.
And so I've done all that subsequently in years.
Well, the musical handbells book has taken you lots of years of research, hasn't it, to build up
It
all
did.
of.
It took me roughly
Yeah.
about 20 years
Wow.
of writing
Okay.
to do it. And it's regarded in America as the what's that?
One of the best historical resources.
One of the best historical books.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And how did you come about with your research? Was it visiting places or
Yes,
talking?
I was really every weekend somewhere else in the country.
Okay. Yes.
So I was getting around, seeing lots of
Yes.
places.
Yeah. So you gathered all of your facts while you were out and about,
Yes,
and
I
it all
built
came
up
together.
quite
Okay.
a large library
Yes.
on books on bells.
Okay.
It is one of the largest libraries now.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? I
Yes,
should
it is.
have to come and see it one day. And you've written over 20 books yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
mainly to do with the church at Thatcham,
Yeah.
or but certainly learning sour bells
Yeah.
and handbells.
Okay. And the history of the village, Thatcham, and things
Yes,
like that.
yes,
Okay.
I certainly dealt with that as well.
Okay. That's brilliant. Okay. So when you've been going around the country to national rallies, you've met lots of people over the years who are synonymous with handbell ringing.
Yes.
So, for example, the late John Partington and
Yes, I knew him well.
Ryan Price and
Yes.
okay, and you went on to international symposium as well.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I've been to at least 7 or 8
Wow.
national.
Okay.
It's every 2 years, isn't it? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I've certainly been through quite a few.
So
Mostly to most of the English ones.
Okay, but you've also travelled the world. So you've been to Japan.
So we've been to Japan 3
yeah,
times.
3
yes.
times. Okay, Korea.
Yes.
Yeah, Toronto,
Yes.
Orlando,
Yes.
and then back to Liverpool.
Yes. I've been to them. And also the
yeah.
national rallies at Wolverhampton
Yes.
and various others as well.
Okay. So then, why did you, or when did you step down from all of the activities you were doing with handbell ringing?
Well, fundamentally, I've been doing it
Yeah.
now consistently for 70 years.
Okay.
And
That's a long time.
It is a long time.
Yeah.
I thought it was making me rather elderly.
Oh.
If I was in charge, people probably wouldn't like it so much.
Okay.
So I thought it was easier to step down and give it over to somebody younger who
Okay.
can take over and do it.
So you had somebody in Barfield who was able to take.
I did. I was very
take it
lucky
on.
to
Yeah.
my successor, Graham.
And when did you step down from that role? So it's 2015?
Yes, it was just after that, just at the end of the year.
Okay. And you turn 90 next year.
Yes,
so,
I shall, yes.
Yeah, okay. And do you still ring now?
I still ring, yes.
Okay.
I still do the church bell ringing.
Okay.
But I don't do any handbell ringing, mainly because it's more difficult to...
Yeah.
If you're in your place, you'll miss straight away.
Yeah, so it's filling the gap if you're not there. Have you ever rung with any other teams apart from Barfield?
I certainly practiced with other teams, yes.
Okay.
Various times.
Yeah.
I know most of the big teams, and I've stood in those from time to time.
So the regional ones and things like that. We've got some nice photos that we can share of through the years of yourself and other people that are known in the handbell ringing community, haven't we?
Yes, that's great.
So that's good.
For instance, when I've got one of the handbell team, English handbell team in Japan.
Yes.
And I was out there with them, so I played with that team there.
What do you think's been the biggest change from your early days in handbell ringing to today?
I think as regards the tune ringing, people in the early days rang things like what do they call them?
Folk tunes.
Folk tunes,
hymns. Hymns or things like that. So nowadays they will play anything.
Yes, so it's got a much more wider range.
Much wider range.
Okay.
And they are much better too, much cleverer.
Okay, so you've sort of seen a progression with the music, really.
Techniques.
Okay, that's interesting. So, sort of more styles and things.
Yeah.
And
I don't know whether if you with teaching children, young, say teaching 12, 14, something like that, whether they will give up quicker.
Okay.
Through it being a bit more difficult now, and
I think it depends on how you do it, doesn't it?
Of course it does,
making sure it's all inclusive, because we're talking about ringing from numbers and ringing from music, and you know it's quite important to embrace both styles, I think, and often colours and letters and things are quite good with the children, but sometimes there's a bit of a gap, you know, between when they're moving schools or something like that.
Of course.
You know, so that's something that we're looking at. But. So with Barfield, how do you fund your activities? Are they sort of funded with a subscription, or do you ticket for events? Or
yes.
Okay.
If we do a concert, then we'll charge say £5 for the concert.
Yeah.
If we do it for the church, then we do it for the church.
Yes, it goes to the church funds.
Okay. But,
okay. Yeah.
But we pay a subscription, a yearly subscription.
Okay. And does that include your membership to HRGB?
Yes.
Okay, so that's sort of all there.
One set price.
Yeah. Okay. And do you find that encourages people to join your team, or how do you find the membership for HRGB?
I mean, everybody, because people enjoy local rallies, etc., etc., they need to be a member.
Yeah.
And that is one of the attractions, is go out and ring with other people, meet other ringers.
So that's a huge thing.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's,
okay. And have you met lots of friends through handbell ringing and tower bell ringing?
Yes, I'm sure we have.
Okay. Yeah.
And especially several of the local teams, if they're short, we can go and help them out on various occasions.
And what do they shout and say? Come and help us. Someone's missing, or how do they?
Yes, they will.
Okay.
If that's the case.
Yeah.
If we can't do an engagement, we can find somebody else, another team, local team who.
That's nice.
And we are lucky in that. some surrounding teams have sent their top ringers in to join us.
Oh,
yes, so
good.
we've gained from,
we are ahead of the others, you see.
Yes.
So they're coming along and gaining experience for us.
Oh, that's good. And do you have 2 teams at Barfield? So
well, we've got 3 really.
3, okay.
Because we've got a beginners group.
Yeah.
Which started off with just for young children.
Yeah.
But we couldn't get enough, and so new adults join that beginners team as well.
Yeah.
Then we have a small group which we have for small engagements. We have because we get quite a lot of smaller engagements.
Yeah. Okay.
And yes, we practice. That group practices every fortnight.
I see.
And then we have the main team, the whole team, weekly.
Okay. And what sort of events do you go to perform at with your main team? So.
Well, we always do the civic service concert,
Okay.
and we do that.
Yeah.
And we have done shopping centres.
Yeah.
We've rung on the P&O liners.
Oh wow.
Setting off for their cruises.
Have you?
Not going on their cruises, but just setting them off on their cruises. Name it, and really, we have been in some very unusual places.
I bet they enjoyed that.
They did.
You have to think Barfield is a big team.
Yes.
16 ringers.
Yes, that's a
100.
big team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 bells.
Yes.
Well, yes.
Okay. Do you have chimes as well?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Bell plates?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, you've got a huge resource then.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have.
that's brilliant, isn't it? So what's your most unusual place that you can think of that you've enjoyed ringing at? So you've been on the cruise ships.
Oh, we went up and did a prom.
A prom, okay.
Yes, didn't we?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We also
Yeah.
Up in the Albert Hall, didn't we?
played in Windsor Castle too.
Oh, did
yes,
you?
we did Windsor Castle,
Okay.
yes.
What was that like, Bill?
Quiet.
Yes.
And why was that? Did you scare them away, or did you?
It's in St George's Chapel.
Yes, it was St
No.
George's Chapel.
Okay. No, it's just nice. And the Royal Albert Hall, you say as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. What did you do there? Because we had the Bournemouth Youth Handbell team ringing there last year, which was quite interesting. As part of a big concert. Were you part of a concert or?
It was a new piece which had been commissioned,
Okay.
which had handbells
Yes.
in. And in fact, although we went up, the choir members had to ring bells from various parts of the Albert Hall.
Oh wow.
And it was very, very, very modern.
Okay.
Very different.
Yes.
But a real experience.
So it wasn't like a procession, but it was sort of bells dotted.
Yes, sort of.
Okay.
Yes.
But that's quite interesting though,
Yes.
isn't it, to involve bells like that? Okay.
Yes, and really it was a choir piece.
Yes.
And it's choir members appeared in various places, and yes, it was rather weird and wonderful, but perhaps I shouldn't say that.
Well, it's good. Do you have problems in your team of filling gaps, or do you find you've always got enough people there to call on, especially with your neighbouring teams?
The occasional time you're one short, and you'll cope as well as you can.
Yeah.
In fact, what happens is usually the conductor
Rings the bell, fills the gap, yes.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 people who will ring in any position.
Float around,
so, you know, they have their position. But if somebody's away, or, you know.
Yeah, okay.
We can, yes.
And you say you've got children involved in the beginners team, so you've got a huge age range. That's brilliant, isn't it, to have, you know, who's in your main team, sort of age-wise? Have you got a scattering of different people?
and mostly becoming retired.
Okay.
No, John wouldn't be very pleased to hear that.
He's only one person.
Well, it's really Jesus, miss. But yes, from 35 up to 85.
Yeah.
It's recruiting which is difficult.
Is it? Okay, which leads on to, you know, where you see handbell ringing in the future.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Because we'll ring for, you know, we're asked to run courses for brownies and guys, and they have a marvellous evening, they look so enthusiastic, but actually trying to get them to come regularly and their parents to,
so
agree. There's so many demands on young children.
Yeah, and there's so much to do, isn't there, with all these different clubs and things.
Yes.
Okay. Where would you like to see handbell ringing in the future?
Well, I think I'd quite like to see some of what we've already had.
Yeah. So.
Done again.
Okay, that's good. So sort of progressing with music and styles and more ringers.
I wouldn't like for all teams to get older.
No.
Because if they get older, then they go down.
Yeah.
And they can't do it as well.
Yeah.
What you want is to keep them going.
Yeah.
Right.
Younger
so you need to be able.
Mm.
You need people like the people in charge to retire if they get too old.
But still go along in support.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, good.
I'd like to thank you for...
Thank you very much, Bill and Rosemary, for coming along today for the interview. And it's been a real pleasure, and we've enjoyed a nice dinner as well, which has been a bonus, hasn't it? and you know, thank you for your contribution today, and it's much appreciated to hear your memories.
Good, well, I hope people enjoy reading it.
Okay, thank you. And listening and seeing your photos and...
Yes.
Okay, thank you.